5 scary ghost videos that'll make you punch your screen.
Ruined our meal. I got everything right.
That'll make you
except
punch
the
your...
plates.
How long is it? 23 minutes? That's alright, we got time. Alright, you ready? I don't know why he comes up with these funny titles.
I don't know. It's just. I think it's just what it comes to.
That'll make you scream, bro.
Yeah, whatever. All right.
Wasn't that one we just did a few days ago, and it said 5 scary ghost videos that'll make you throw your phone.
Yeah,
It's like, what?
Yeah, this guy's always got some pretty.
I think he does it just for entertainment.
Yeah,
purposes.
obviously, I think he's just always trying to come up with something new because he doesn't want the videos to get stale, and so he's always trying to come up with some new title.
Yeah.
So, anyways, hey, welcome back, everybody. We're back to check out another Nukes Top 5. This is 5 scary ghost videos that will make you punch your screen.
Please don't ever do
Yeah,
that.
it shouldn't be punching.
Do not punch your screen over a ghost video.
Yeah.
Unless it's something that makes you angry, then sure. But
it's still
don't recommend it.
You don't want to be ruining the stuff, so.
Yeah.
Anyways, this guy's title is pretty amusing. So, anyways, let's just check it out.
Definitely has a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Number 5.
Top 5 ghosts on camera. Ghosts of Carmel, Maine. I've featured in the YouTube channel Ghosts of Carmel, Maine many times on Nukes Top 5, so I won't go through a full recap. But put simply, Kent Burris says that he lives in a very haunted house and has recorded many strange supernatural encounters in his home.
The hardest things to deal with while living in this house, and one of the most frightening encounters are in fact apparitions.
So the guy lives in the house?
It's
One
Stanley.
night, while sleeping, there was a loud bang in the bedroom that woke me up. I started
Maybe
hearing
the nerve-wracking.
faint voices,
That's why they
so I
were
picked
down.
up my cell phone camera and started recording.
One night, Kent hears voices coming from downstairs and records as he heads down to investigate. He is not prepared for what he finds waiting in the dark first floor TV.
Razor. Oh, you guys, there's a figure standing there.
Yeah, see anything.
What the hell are you?
Oh,
It's
no.
gone.
Honey?
As Kent walks into the pitch black room, the TV has somehow turned itself on. Now, this might explain the voices, but as he pans his camera around the room, a dark shape suddenly appears right in front of the television
God.
screen. The shadow
Oh,
figure
God.
seems to collapse into itself as it disappears right in front of his eyes.
What the hell are you?
Gone.
I did
That's
not
weird.
go back to sleep that night.
So did Kent capture yet another shadow apparition in his haunted house? You decide.
It kind of tells
You can watch this full documentary over on the YouTube channel, Ghosts of Carmel, Maine.
I have to check out that channel.
Checking out early. Iraqi fitness trainer Mustafa from the YouTube channel Mustafa
He
Al
trained Rocky?
says that he heard a strange story about a family who had
He
fled
said
their home in
Rocky
Iraq many years ago because a sinister jinn began haunting their home. The house has been left abandoned for over 60 years, as
Wow.
the family says they couldn't find anyone willing to rent or buy the cursed property. Mustafa goes to investigate the house with his friend Salar
Yeah,
to
he's
see
done
if
a lot,
the
that's
spooky
good.
stories
Yeah.
are true, and it did not go well.
Oh, of course.
As the
That's
two
not.
explorers are about to enter the house, they have no idea that something seems to be watching them.
How do you even know that?
حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل.
Is that his friend talking?
No, I don't think so.
Now, it's certainly a bit hard to see, but when the video is slowed down and enhanced, a very strange figure can be seen standing at the window. Now, it's unclear exactly what this bizarre shape could be, but when Mustafa's camera pans back, the dark figure has disappeared. After the two explorers enter the house, things only get weirder. The two friends hear strange sounds coming from the staircase. They go to investigate, and this happens.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Loud.
بسم الله. ما اعرف ليش الطابق الثاني دائما خاف منه. دائما يا اخي. بسم
There's
الله
nothing yet.
Nothing yet.
اقرأ آيات بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله
Oh, something about to come flying over the stairs.
بسم الله
Whatever it is mad at
بسم الله
them.
الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء بسم الله لا لا تعال بس تعال تعال
He's scared.
He does run
بس تعال
away.
تعال قاعد امك تعال وين يقولون احد والله يقولون صديق سوا بس تعال فوق سلام
Salam.
سلام بس تعال قاعد امك يا اخي
Taking
حلفتك
that place. He's like by himself.
سلام حلفتك قاعد امك تعال
An empty paint bucket is thrown from somewhere above them, barely missing the two explorers. Mustafa runs upstairs to see where it came from, but his friend Salar heads for the exit.
He's like,
Eventually,
no.
Mustafa
Oh,
convinces
no.
Salar to come back, but after hearing more scary, unexplained sounds, they both decide to leave.
Oh, man.
Mustafa uploads his video to YouTube, and many of his viewers want to see more. In the video
Course.
comments, his fans dare him to go back and actually
Oh,
spend the night in the haunted house.
Stay in it
So,
overnight.
Mustafa agrees. He returns to the house, determined to stay the
I hope
night.
these guys go
This
creep
time,
myself.
all alone.
Oh, of course.
Mustafa sets up a few static cameras in one of the rooms and
Yeah,
attempts
why
to
go
settle
by
in for the
yourself?
night. But before long, Mustafa's night takes a terrifying turn.
Does he see something?
He's gonna try to lay down and go to sleep right there.
Is that him talking?
That's him talking.
Noise upstairs.
صوت بس ما نقدر نحكم على اسم الاسماء ولا يحكم في الغالب النقوش ممكن يكون هو ممكن يكون غيره
Yeah.
It's like screaming.
صوت جديد صوت غير جديد صوت جديد
See, this sounds like it's screaming or crying. Can't tell. Or it's screaming in pain or something.
I think he was there by himself.
Now the noise stopped. Well,
I can't believe he's.
Strange moans and loud bangs keep Mustafa on the edge and unable to rest. But little does he know, things are about to get
I can't imagine
even
him being able to sleep at
creepier.
all. I wouldn't be able to sleep. Not with this.
look at the ceiling. I don't see any. I can't see the light.
That's loud.
It's coming from upstairs, I think. Oh. Just hit him in the head.
There's really nothing there.
A heavy piece of stone sitting on top of the fireplace seems to move on its own. Then, as if propelled by an invisible force, it violently crashes to the ground, nearly landing on Mustafa's head. Understandably, Mustafa is now freaked out. He's only been inside the house a little over an hour, but he decides to put an early end to his overnight investigation. But now here's where things get really creepy. Because the most terrifying part of Mustafa's stay inside the house isn't even what he saw or heard with his own eyes and ears. You see, his static cameras caught video of something strange that he wasn't even aware of. Something downright chilling.
What was it? A strange light come from far begun. What?
This light is. Is he moving that?
Yeah, he's moving there. What it's gonna catch?
Did you see it?
No.
As Mustafa is
right
repositioning his
there.
static camera, a dark figure appears behind him on the staircase. It slowly moves down the stairs without making a sound, and then disappears out of sight. But this isn't the only time Mustafa captured this creepy figure during his nighttime stay.
It's over here. Oh, yeah, went from left to right.
which gone life.
That's really odd.
Again, a dark, very bizarre figure quickly appears behind Mustafa.
It like
not
it kneels
once,
down.
but twice. Could it be that he captured the jinn that haunts the home on camera? Whatever it is, it seems to change shape, size, and even transparency. So just what
That's really strange.
is this? Let me know what you think. You can check out Mustafa's full 2-part video investigation of the house over on his YouTube channel, Mustafa Altai.
Weird.
If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukes.5@gmail.com. The Haunted Ancient Ram Inn. With a past as dark as the Ancient Ram Inn, it's not surprising that it is said to be the most haunted building in all of England. The mysterious inn was built way back in the year 1145 on top of a pagan burial ground, and it served as the home to slaves, masons, and workers. In the 1500s, a woman hid out in the building before she was captured and burned as a witch. Years later, the innkeeper's daughter is said to have hung herself in the attic. And as if all that wasn't creepy enough, the decaying remains of sacrificed children were found buried under the inn's floor. The Ancient Ram Inn is said to be so violently haunted that when the building was sold to John Humphreys in 1968, his wife and daughters absolutely refused to live there. They moved out, leaving John Humphreys all alone to live in the house.
Why would he just stay away?
So,
Try to
British
solve?
paranormal investigators Sean Kenna, Sean Owen, and Carl Hassel from the YouTube channel Dark Territory traveled to the haunted inn to investigate the multiple claims of paranormal activity. During their investigation, they hear bizarre, unexplained sounds, and Sean feels something touching his leg.
Already, as soon as we were about to begin filming the investigation, something draws our attention upstairs.
Don't see somebody says this touches my leg
Sounded like you
or touches this or whatever. I don't.
rolled a barrel
It's kind of
or
hard to believe because there's no physical
did you work at the inn?
proof of that happening. You know, maybe you could say, "Oh, something touched my leg."
Dude, upstairs.
Go. Yeah, I just heard what sounded like movement up here. Is this where you are? Are you the witch? They call this room the witch's room, so we only assume that you, the witch, you're felt in here.
Did anyone hear the voice a second ago? Before you said you're felt in here?
Nah. Witch, you're felt in here. Witch, you're felt in here.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a voice or it was like a...
I can
Kind of hard to hear that.
Yeah.
Really done. That was real quick.
Did you used to sleep in this bed, witch?
So this is...
Oh.
Fell flat on my leg, man. Someone was on.
Jesus Christ, bro!
Touch me leg.
Later, as Sean Kenna and Sean Owen are exploring on the second floor, things get even stranger.
What little room are you hiding in? Come on, show yourself. I'm sure you're not afraid of me and Owen.
Well, that door open and door, that door open.
A door to the attic opens on its own and the team can't find any explanation for this strange occurrence. There was no draft, and the team had been walking back and forth past the door many times without it making any movement whatsoever. Now, since it has always been said that dark spirits and entities supposedly, quote, feed off fear, the team decides to do an experiment to see if the emotion of fear will trigger even more paranormal activity. So they tie up and blindfold team member Carl and put him in one of the beds in the bishop's room. This room is said to be the most supernaturally active.
How can you...
At first, nothing really happens, and as time passes, Carl seems to grow more and more impatient. But then, things take a terrifying turn.
Someone's touched my leg. Someone's touched my leg, bro!
Carl B.O.E.
That's the camera on his head.
You around me now? You make a sound.
Whoa.
There's something in the
What's
back.
up, bro?
What, man?
Something's just falling
There's
off
something in the
here.
back, in the background.
Peace out.
Whoa.
Watch me move. What the? Something's wrong with Carl.
He's like freaking
Holy
out.
shit, man.
We need to go. Hey, get me the car right now.
He's like, am I?
Oh, he got out.
Seriously, someone just whacked me, no joke. I heard something being thrown or something. And I was like, come on, and then someone just whacked me, no joke, as if someone just punched me in the chest. Me.
Carl begins to freak out as he feels something touching his leg. A candle then falls onto the floor. But scariest of all, something unseen slaps Carl on the chest. The violent smack is actually loud enough that the audio can be heard on camera.
Whoa. I don't even notice
And with
anything.
that, Carl is done. In abject terror, he
Carl's
frantically
done.
struggles his way out of the rope binding his legs and wrists. So did the paranormal investigators capture proof of the sinister ghosts that haunt the ancient Ram Inn? Let me
It was
know
hard to tell
what
because
you think.
it was loud, but I
You can
didn't
watch
see like
this
his
full
coat
video
move or
and many
anything.
more
So I
investigations
don't know if there was
of
something
haunted
off
English
camera that made the
locations
noise
over on
that
the
did
YouTube
that.
channel Dark Territory. The House of the Burned Man.
What?
Popular Mexican paranormal investigator Alberto Del Arco travels to a mansion in Manzanillo, Mexico.
Oh.
The massive hillside estate has been mysteriously abandoned for over 35 years.
Wow.
And it looks more like a hotel than a home. It features a pool, a spa area, and an amazing view of the ocean. So no one really knows why such a luxurious home would be abandoned for over 3 decades. However, urban legend says that one of the home's previous tenants perished in a mysterious fire inside the house. Because of this, locals refer to the estate as the, quote, House of the Burned Man. The entire property is said to be extremely haunted. Once Alberto and his 2 cameramen make their way inside, they find the home's design a bit confusing.
Todavía no le encuentro la forma de esta casa. Aquí está cerrado, aquí ya no hay más. No, todavía existe. Atrás, atrás. ¿No fue un animal? ¿Algún ave?
I heard that.
Ok, pero eso vino de este lado. ¿Se oyó
If
claro?
something was burned, wouldn't that be like proof
Madres.
that something was like
¿Fuiste tú ahorita que pisaste? ¿O no?
destroyed by the
Sí,
fire?
se oyó muy hueco, cuidado, sí, retumbó todo. No se nos vaya a caer encima parte de esta propiedad, porque sí se ve que está muy dañada. Mira, ven. Ven a ver esto. ¿Estás bien? Sí. Casi me estrella en la cara, güey, ¿lo viste?
A bat? What?
While exploring the strangely constructed mansion, the team hears what sounds like a child's voice, followed by the sound of a breath. Even though the unexplained sounds are barely picked up by their microphones, the 3 explorers all seem to hear it very clearly. Next, Alberto has a frightening close encounter with a bat.
A bat?
And after that, the team just decides to continue their investigation outside as they check out the other buildings on the sprawling estate.
Nothing too scary yet.
Hola. No sé, güey, como que arrastraron algo. Buenas noches.
Good
No
evening.
creo que haya indigentes viviendo aquí, la
Homeless.
verdad. Uy, está enorme este lugar. Atrás, aquí. Eso fue aquí. Con cuidado. Puede haber animales,
Alberto and his team hear strange sounds coming from inside some of the buildings. It sounds almost like something heavy being dragged across the floor.
I haven't heard anything.
Since the hillside the mansion sits on is almost impossible to access, Alberto thinks it would be unlikely that any homeless people could be living there. Instead, he believes that all of the sounds that he is hearing could simply be made by animals. But even though Alberto is very skeptical, what happens next is not so easy to explain.
pasó, güey? ¿Qué pasó? Ay, güey, a mí se me hizo ver a alguien acá. ¿Allá? ¿Dónde? 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 ¿No habrá sido una sombra? ¿No habrá sido algún árbol? ¿Alguna rama? ¿Lo habrá trabado o no? ¿Sí? Ok, habrá que revisar ese material.
Alberto's cameraman captures what appears to be a white translucent figure on camera. A little later into their investigation, and they capture something again.
That was right.
Hay más escaleras que van hacia abajo, ¿eh? Cuidado. Mucho murciélago.
Lots of bats.
¿Todo bien? ¿Qué hay allá? ¿Qué pasó? ¿Todo bien? ¿Dónde? Oh, hijo de tu chico. ¿Dónde, güey? ¿No salen los murciélagos? Huele muy mal.
Smells really.
Huele muy mal.
Smells really,
Bats
really
come
bad.
flying out towards the cameraman, but it's not a bat that spooks him. A bizarrely shaped shadow seems to be staring back at him from just inside one of the rooms. They go to check it out, but there's nothing there. The figure has vanished, leaving nothing behind but a very foul stench. Before long, the echoing sound of a raging party being celebrated somewhere nearby starts to make it impossible for them to capture clear, uninterrupted audio. Alberto and his team have no choice but to wrap up their investigation. However, right before they leave, they capture something truly chilling.
Ok,
Right before.
cuidado. Ok, ¿les parece si bajamos? Digo, aquí no hay más que una pequeña explanada. No está tan espectacular como la de arriba, quizá. Pero se me hace curioso que esté este piso, ¿no?
At the time they recorded this, the team says that they were completely unaware that someone or something seemed to be watching them from the tree line. They catch an unexplained figure on camera, just barely visible in the dark.
Looks like a face.
So, did Alberto Del Arco and his two cameramen capture evidence of paranormal activity at the mansion? Is it possible that the ghost of the burned man, who the house is named after, was watching them? Let me know what you think. You can watch this full video over on the YouTube channel, Alberto Del Arco. Just passing through. Paranormal investigators beyond the realm paranormal investigate the Alton Railway Station in Staffordshire, England. The old train station was built in 1849 and it was eventually closed down in 1965. So, after over 100 years of travelers and workers passing through the station, it is now believed to be extremely haunted by the ghosts of deceased passengers and railway workers. The 5 investigators set up motion detectors on the platform close to what used to be the railway track. They start recording, and what they capture is truly bizarre.
Commercial.
Well, at least they won as a group and not alone.
Yeah. The alone people are crazy.
So that's just Nick setting off the motion detector. It only goes off when something walks in front of it. There you go. Straight after his followed you.
I'm going to do it one more time for you. I want you to follow me exactly where I come from. Norton Bridge Hotel. Remember?
We didn't do that. No.
When lead investigator Nick walks back and forth, setting off the motion detector, something seems to follow him. Then suddenly, a super fast-moving white mist seems to pass right through him, knocking him a step back.
We didn't do that. No.
You see him
What's
kind of
especially
shy.
creepy is that Nick seems to both see and react to the mist as it passes right through his body. So did they capture real evidence of the paranormal? Could it be the ghost of a wary traveler still running to catch a long-departed train? You decide. Check out this full video and more paranormal investigations over on their Facebook and YouTube channel, Beyond the Realm Paranormal. Thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram,
Okay,
and
that's
also
it.
maybe check out...
Alright, that's it.
Yeah, that was alright. First, I want to check out some more from the personal guy from Maine. His seemed where he lives in a house that's haunted. He seems to pick up quite a bit of paranormal stuff. I'm gonna check out some of his videos.
Definitely.
That's pretty believable, and gotta give the guy credit. But he actually lives in the house, and I don't know how he sleeps. Who's the other guy? The guy.
The Alberto dude. That guy.
Oh, that was the last one. Last one. You kind of saw something at the very end. It looked like it had a face on it, but really the evidence wasn't that too good. It looked like just like shadows, but who knows if that was somebody with the team of people he was with. I don't know if it was 2 or 3 guys he was with, but no, that wasn't really too chilling. Just like some shadows, except for the very end one. It looked like somebody's looking at them.
Yeah.
The last one though with the train station, I don't know. It looked like a white flash maybe at the end. It just that evidence. We'd have to watch the whole video of that one. The evidence to me that wasn't that very good because the motion detector was going on and off. That's but the guy was walking back and forth. So was it from him? It could be. I don't know. And until we watch check out some more from that specific video, it's kind of hard to tell. That other one, I forget the guy's name was, where that bucket went over the stairway and he ran up there and saw nothing.
Yeah, that was definitely creepy.
Yeah, it was definitely a little bizarre. I mean, I could see that he ran up there pretty quick, and you couldn't hear any other footsteps of anybody running away. So if it was another person, there would be, more. You would definitely hear something. So I was expecting maybe there was somebody who was up there and purposely did that to make it seem believable. But he ran up there and there was nobody there.
Yeah.
He even tried to go back there and sleep there. I was like, there's no way this guy's gonna get any sleep sitting in, and seeing various shadows and things happening around him. I don't know. He obviously didn't stick around, which I can't blame the guy.
I don't blame him either. I would have ran right out.
And that one guy who said the English channel there, the guy was tied up and whatever. You could hear, the something like slap something. I mean, you could tell his coat didn't move. If it was that hard, you would have thought his coat would have moved. Something, but you couldn't really see it. So I don't know if that was something from off camera. That was the only really cool evidence, which I thought at the time. But now I was thinking, well, you would have seen his coat move if he felt it, and there was that loud of a noise. Like, how did this coat not move? If somebody hit you wearing a coat, you're going to see some movement with the fabric, but there was nothing. So I don't know if that came from off camera. It really wasn't that believable to me. I couldn't say we got to blame the guy for freaking out. If somebody ties you up in blindfolds and sticks you in a room of a haunted place, I'd imagine it'd be pretty creepy, regardless. Yeah. If it was haunted or not, it would be kind of unnerving because you couldn't see what was going on around you.
Yeah, that's all I can really say.
Yeah, I think this one's okay. It had some a little bit of decent stuff. Some wasn't like the last one. I don't know. It looked like some shadows maybe, and the guy got slapped. I couldn't tell if it came from off camera. So I don't know. The guy with he tried to stay overnight. That was kind of blue, like the brick that fell off the fireplace. So,
yeah, that was
so that was pretty crazy. So I don't know. We're definitely gonna have to check out some more Nukes Top 5 over the next week or so. Usually try to do, like I said, videos. Try to do one a week because usually put some new ones up once a week or every other week or whatever. I don't usually keep track on when he does it. I just see it come up on my notification. So that's gonna do it. If you guys like this video and want to check out any other paranormal channels, put them on down in the comments below. And as always, hit that like and subscribe.
Until next time.